Because the truth is, most of us have asked this question at some point in our lives. Yung tipong, what am I actually meant to do? Ano ba talaga ang calling ko? And even more honestly, tama ba tong path na tinatahak ko?
Hi, I'm Feline, a teacher, leader, and lifelong learner. Welcome to Filling the Blanks, a space to pause and make sense of life's in betweens, where purpose, meet patience, and clarity is found in reflection. So take a breath and let's fill in the blanks together.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever received a call from an unknown number? And ito yung mga panahong tipong tititigan mo yung phone mo tapos isipin mo, should I answer this call? Baka kasi spam call. Could be automated. Or minsan may mag-offer lang sa'yo ng products from the bank, insurance, maybe an upgrade in your plan sa cellphone or sa data. Pero sometimes, important pala siya. And dahil ayaw mo ng istorbo, hindi mo sinagot. Tapos later, malalaman mo na lang na, ay, sana pala, sinagot ko, importante pala yung tawag. What if your calling has been the same way? What if, instead of answering, we press decline? Or worse, we keep ignoring it. Now, before you panic, relax. This is not about an episode to preach you guys what you should and shouldn't do. Instead, this episode is something very human. Hindi siya yung tipong, taga, mission trip tayo bukas kind of thing. Because the truth is, most of us have asked this question at some point in our lives. Yung tipong, what am I actually meant to do? Ano ba talaga ang calling ko? And even more honestly, tama ba tong path na tinatahak ko? And today, we are going to talk about that, but not in a lecture kind of way. We'll talk about it the way we understand life best, through love stories, music, movies, and of course, a little bit of hugot. I noticed that there are so many people living their lives not knowing what it's for. More so, I receive these kinds of questions also in my journey, in my professional career, and my ministry. So gusto ko sana siyang itackle in the hopes of being able to help someone out there who might be getting this content. So, let's talk about passion versus career versus calling. Let's start with something very, very simple, and that is to define things because people usually confuse purpose, career, and calling. Career is simple. It's asking, anong ginagawa mo for work? Anong role mo dyan sa company na yan? Very easy to answer. But calling is a deeper question. Calling asks, bakit ka nandito? Not just what you do, but why you are here. Let's use a classic Filipino rom-com example from the movie A Very Special Love. If you haven't seen it, here is a quick backstory. The story follows a girl named Laida Magtalas. She is a bright, hardworking girl who comes from a very simple Filipino family. And then she lands a job working for this successful but very intimidating businessman named Miggy Montenegro. So the Montenegro family in that movie is quite a name, a household name, a brand. And Miggy is part of that family. And when she finally gets the job, she was so excited because in her mind, wow, I get to work for someone that I truly admire. But as the story unfolds, something interesting happens. Lyda slowly begins to discover herself. She realizes that she's not just someone cheering from the sidelines. She has a voice. She has ideas. She has convictions. And she has dreams that are bigger than just admiring someone else from afar. I think a lot of us can relate to that. Because sometimes in life, we start off thinking that we are just supporting characters in someone else's story. Parang extra lang sa pelikula. Taga-palakpak, taga-suporta, taga-masid. But when life slowly reveals something in you, little by little, through experiences, through challenges, through moments when you are forced to speak up or step up, and suddenly you realize, wait lang, may sarili pala akong kwento. And that's usually where calling begins. Not when everything is clear, not when you already have a whole plan figured out, but when something inside you keeps whispering, may ginawa kang para dito. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, but consistently, like a voice that refuses to disappear. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes, when we start realizing our own story, it also means we have to make very difficult decisions. Because growth sometimes requires us to step away from something comfortable or someone. And that brings me to another very, very famous Filipino rom-com of all time. From the movie, One More Chance. Yun na. Marami nang nakarelate. You know the scene. Basha saying she needs to leave. And Popoy asking, hindi ba ako sapat? And Basha's answer became one of the most quoted lines in Filipino cinema. I have to love myself more. And if you watch that scene as a love story, it looks like a breakup. Masakit, dramatic, very Filipino movie energy. But if you watch it from a perspective, it's also a story of someone choosing her growth. Because sometimes, the hardest decision you'll ever make is not choosing between people. It's sometimes choosing between who you are right now and who you are becoming. And sometimes, answering your call requires that kind of courage, even if it means walking from something similar. But let's be honest, when we first watched that scene in One More Chance, most of us were not analyzing personal growth. More so, most of us were thinking, Basha, ba't mo naman iniwan si Popoy? Because sometimes when we are watching a love story, we automatically root for the relationship to work. Kahit na alam naman nating fiction lang siya, no? You want them to end up together. You want to have that fairy tale love story ending. But when you start living your life, you begin to understand Basha a little bit more. You realize that growth needs space. Timing matters. And there are seasons when even something good may not be the right thing for you. And interestingly, there's another story that explores the same idea in a completely different way. Through the life of a very dramatic, very hopeful, and very overthinking character named Ted Mosby. This is from the series How I Met Your Mother. The whole show is actually one long story of Ted Mosby telling his kids how he met their mother. For those who haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but I will just quote bits and pieces, maybe of the story, and the meat of it. Along the way of watching that series, you will see his life unfold. Ted is an architect. Later on, he becomes a professor. He's a loyal friend and a hopeless romantic. And a chronic overthinker. Basically, Ted is the kind of person who believes that somewhere out there, there's a perfect love story waiting for him. For years, he has kept chasing it. Different relationships, different cities, different heartbreaks. Every time he thinks, ito na yun. Pero, hindi pala. And if you watch the show, you will notice something interesting. Ted wants the right love story so bad, but life keeps telling him, not yet. Not because the love story isn't meant for him, but because he is not yet ready for it. Because the thing we want the most is not the thing we are meant for right now. Timing matters. Growth matters. You need to become a certain version of yourself first before you are ready for the thing you are asking for. And that's where calling becomes a little bit like love. Calling is not just something that you want. It's actually the thing that won't stop following you. The idea that keeps coming back. The path that keeps showing up. The dream that refuses to stay quiet. No matter how many times you ignore it, ganun talaga. And here's the hugot part. Sometimes, the thing that keeps returning in your life is not because you're meant to chase it forever. Sometimes, it's because it's meant for you. Just not the version of you that exists yet. Ngayon, pag medyo alam na natin, let's talk about something else. Something that we all do. Ignoring the call. You know how in relationships, you know someone likes you, you feel it, everyone sees it, you pretend you don't notice. Why? Because you are not ready. Or maybe you're scared. Or maybe you already built a life that feels comfortable. And answering that call would change everything. Let's go back to the moment in One More Chance. Basha leaving Popoy. A lot of people saw that scene as a breakup, as what we discussed earlier. But if you watch it closely, it's also a moment of someone choosing her growth. She loved Popoy, but she also realized something. If she stayed, she would lose herself. Sometimes, the hardest calls to answer are the ones that require us to change our life direction. And let's be honest, that kind of change is so scary. Any kind of change could be really scary because answering a calling means you can't pretend you didn't hear it anymore. Now, talking about answering the right call, let's flip the story. Let's go for answering the wrong call. Because sometimes, we do answer phone calls. And ang ending, wrong number pala. You thought it was destiny. Scam pala. Parang relationships na akala mo forever. Uy, humugot na siya. Pero, character development lang pala yun. There's a funny example in another movie na. I'll quote an American movie. Friends with Benefits starring Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake. Jamie and Dylan tried to define their relationship like this. No emotions, just fun. Familiar ba? But the problem is, people are not built that way. Feelings show up, reality catches up, and sometimes we do the same thing with our calling. We treat it like a side hustle, like something optional, like something we'll get to do later. But deep inside, you know it's actually the main story. The more you ignore it, the louder it becomes. Another reason we avoid our calling? Fear. Not fear of failure, but fear of responsibility. Diba? Marami naman sa atin ganyan eh. Aminin natin, no matter how responsible we are in so many things, finances, personal relationships, role at home, role in the ministry, work, this one is a lot deeper eh. Nakakatakot siya. At kung di ka takot, something's wrong. So, if we fear responsibility, ano yun? Narealize mo na kasi what you're meant to do. There's no more pretending. Another character that I've seen that I could relate to in terms of fear of calling would be Dr. Gregory House from the series House. He is very brilliant. He is one of the best diagnosticians in the world according to the series. But he fights it all the time. Why? Because living in your calling means carrying your weight. Responsibility, expectations, pressure, and yet he keeps doing it. Because some things in life you were built for. Another real life example. Let's look at SB19. Years of training, rejection, uncertainty, no guarantee of success. Imagine if they quit halfway. Imagine if they said, hindi to para sa amin. Sometimes, calling doesn't look gorgeous at all. Sometimes, it looks like patience. There are many days, pag-iisipan mo talagang, I want to quit, ayoko na, kapagod. Iba na lang gagawin ko. Maybe you doubt yourself. Baka dito para sa akin, baka hindi ko na to dapat ginagawa. That's normal. That's a very human thing to feel, to think of. But the beautiful part of all this is when you walk in your calling, other people benefit from it. Imagine bands like The Juans, Sponge Cola, Parokya ni Edgar. What if they decided to play it safe? No gigs, no songwriting, no late nights in the studios, but instead, let's just do a corporate job. These people are professionals. They have had options for other careers in life, but they walked in their call because they do, and they did, for those who are not active anymore. A lot of songs we hold on to wouldn't exist if they quit. That's the thing about calling. It's not just for you. It's also for people whose lives will be touched by it. Your voice, your story, your ideas, your presence. Sometimes the world needs it, even before you realize it. So let's go back to the question. What if right now there is a call you have been ignoring? Maybe it's a dream. Maybe it's a path. Maybe it's something you feel deep inside, but you keep postponing. Maybe it's a creative idea. Maybe it's a career shift. Maybe it's something that scares you a little because you know your life will change. And maybe today, the question isn't, do I know the whole plan? Maybe the question is simply, am I ready to answer? Because in life, you don't need the whole roadmap. Sometimes, all you need to do is pick up the phone and then say, hello, blankmates. maybe that call is meant for you, and maybe it's time to answer.
Thank you for tuning in to Filling the Blanks. If today's conversation spoke to you, share it with someone who might need it too. Follow the show on Spotify or YouTube, and join me again as we continue to fill in the blanks, one story at a time.